Peace and blessings, beautiful people. Peace and blessings. This is Empress Imani, and welcome to this episode of Sacred Love Lessons. So today, you guys, we are talking about how to tame your dragon. This episode was inspired by the movie How to Train Your Dragon. I had this dream about a dragon, and so I thought about that movie. I had never seen it before. So wife, goddess, and I, we sat down and we watched the movie. It's an animated film for children, so just in case you want to watch it, just so you know. So we watched the movie, and it was pretty good, right? It was very entertaining. There were some lessons that I received from the movie, and I'll just go through those, and then we'll focus on one. Number 1, be peace. This is the sacred way. Number 2, be true to yourself. Don't try to be something that you're not. Number 3, be creative and know that there is no spoon. Now, you guys know I talked about this last week in Ben the Matrix. If you want to know more about the spoon, go back and check out that episode. Number 4, be open to understanding things from others' perspective. Number 5, initiate. You must give in order to receive. Number 6, go to the root of the problem and solve it. Number 7, take divinely guided steps. And number 8, be in flow and find a balance between action and non-action. Today's goal is to find balance. And we're going to be discussing the law of reverse effort. The law of reverse effort states, the harder we try with the conscious will to do something, the less we shall succeed. I'll repeat that. The harder we try with the conscious will to do something, the less we shall succeed. So we must find the middle path between action and non-action, between conscious effort and letting action occur. So today, our focus is to find the middle path, balance. Now we know conscious effort is required because faith without works is dead. On the other hand, the absence of conscious effort and activity is also required to allow things to come to you naturally, which is the law of attraction. We're finding balance today between the law of reverse effort and the law of attraction. And for those of you who have been with us for a while, thank you for being here. You know that Wife Goddess and I released our jobs last year, our investors, and we moved abroad. Now, for those of you who are new, welcome. You're always welcome here. Thank you for joining us. And so that is where we are. We both had childhood dreams where we wanted to live our abundant life abroad. We wanted to travel and see the world. So that's what we're doing. And so since that time, because you guys know I am such a planner, I'm such a hard worker, I feel like I should be working, I should be serving, I should be purposeful. And there are many of you like that in the world. For the last year, I have been focused on living in the present moment. And in that process, I have been learning how to tame my dragon. And I'm going to share that with you today. Tips on how to tame your dragon. 1, meditate. You must calm your mind and allow. Calm your mind and allow. Release control. I know you're used to being in charge, especially if you are alpha, you have a type A personality. You're used to being in charge. You're used to being in control. Release control. Focus on meditation. This will help you to calm your mind and just allow. This will help you to get into the abundant flow of life because that's where you want to be, in flow. Number 2, trust. You must trust the Most High, your spiritual team, your higher self, whatever you believe in. And yes, you must trust the process. Now, what is the process? What does that look like? The process is seed, sow, work, time, reap, harvest. I'll repeat that. The process is seed, sow, work, time, reap, and harvest. Now, first of all, you must have a seed. What is a seed? A seed could be whatever you want it to be. It could be a goal, a dream, an idea, something that you want to manifest here in the 3D. That is your seed. For me, my seed was to live abroad, travel the world. That was my seed. Then you must sow. You got to sow that seed. You got to plant it, right? Can't just stay in the dreaming stage. That means that in sowing, you must take action. For me, that was actually doing what I needed to do so I could leave and move abroad. You must take action. Then number 3 in the process is work. You must do the work. It's not going to just happen. Things don't just happen. You must do the work. Whatever that looks like for you. You must do the work. For me, it was selling everything, giving things away, releasing my investor, actually going through the immigration process somewhere else, investing financially in the process, investing in myself. And there was a lot that went into doing what I did. So you must find what it is that is required for you and then do the work. The next step is time. This is where it can get challenging because in this stage, you have to put on faith. You have to stand in your faith. You have to stand on your faith. You have to be faith. This is the time where you have to put on patience. This is not the time for you to uproot your seed. If you've started a new venture, a new business, you've started on a new path, and you're at the beginning stages of whatever you're doing, this is not the time to uproot your seed. You may feel fear or doubt, or you may feel anxiety, but you have to put on patience and know that building takes time. The next stage, reap. In this stage, this is where you cut away. You release everything. You get rid of all the dead weight, no matter what it is. People, places, things, limiting beliefs, bad habits. This is the stage where you get rid of those. And that's what you could be doing instead of focusing on the outcome. You start feeling fear, anxious, anxiety, self-doubt. Start reaping because you need to be light so you can fly higher. And then the final stage is your harvest season. And in this season, this is where you receive. Now at this point, your heart should be open to receive. But if it's not, in your reaping stage, that's where you need to focus. It is up to you to find out where you need to be working, what you need to be doing, and then you do that. Now, once you've done everything, let's say you've done everything and you still haven't received your harvest yet, refer back to the time. Just rest in that while you wait for your harvest season. Your final process is affirm. Encourage yourself. Use affirmations. When you start feeling fear, doubt, you may not feel any of this, but if you do, this is where you encourage yourself. This is where you affirm yourself. This is where you use your I am. This is where you call things. You call them in, things that be not as though they are. This is the already phase, and you call it in. Before I moved abroad, I was already saying to myself in the language of where I was going, I live here. I'm grateful that I live here. Gratitude. You always want to include gratitude in everything you do because it will help speed up your manifestation process. I live here. I love my abundant life abroad. These were things that I was saying at step 1. Step 1. But this is what you can do while you're in the working and releasing process. And then at some point, you just have to rest. Okay? There's a season for everything. At some point, you just have to rest. So that's all I have for you today. I hope this episode has been of value. Don't forget to share, like, repost, all that good stuff. And until we speak again, be the light.